Libra, it's Amanda here with your March 2019 RuneScope. This month, in conjunction with our runes, I will be using the Pagan Tarot by Gina Pace, Luca Raimondo, and Cristiano Spadoni. Then, as always, be sure to join me for part 2 of your March reading over on my Vimeo channel. I will be pulling and interpreting one card from the Fairy Ring Oracle. This is by Anna Franklin and Paul Mason. The link to the Vimeo channel is below in the description box. So your 2019 readings are over there as well. If you haven't had a chance to check those out, there's a whole bunch of them over there. So if you want to look beyond March, definitely check those out. But let's jump into our rune bag for Libra. March 2019. Which runes want to talk to Libra? March 2019. I think I had one fall on the floor. Yes. So glad it didn't break. So, as always, keep in mind, Libra, these are general readings, not private sessions. Very, very different. I'm reading for thousands of people. So, I'm connecting with a lot of different people, getting a lot of different messages. Not all of them will be for you. Some are going to be for the other Libras who are watching. If you would like to check out your rising sign, you can do that, and you will usually find that that's more accurate, or that there's more in those for you. But if you would like something all about you, the circumstances in your life and whatever you may be dealing with specifically, you would need to schedule a private session with me. I do those on Skype. Just drop me a line at my email address. It's here in the video, actually over here, and then below in the description box as well. And we can get that set up. Challenge or focus in March for Libra. Well, the tarot card we've got here is the Devil. So right up the gate, Libra, it may not be the lightest of months. But we shall see as we move along. Well, there's something about March, something that's kind of got you feeling bound to something, bound to a situation. But it's because there's something you're not seeing yet, and it may be a challenge to see it in March. We do have Mercury retrograde in March, all month, pretty much. So, confusion will reign supreme. Confusion, illusion, stops and starts. You know, people may not be expressing themselves clearly. It may be difficult to get any sort of an answer about things. If you do get an answer, it may not be the one you were wanting. It's that kind of energy where you've got to repeat yourself, like, you know, 100 times, or you feel like you are, or you've got, like, you send an email and people just aren't reading them, and they keep asking you questions that if they would just read the first message you texted them or emailed them, they would have all those answers. It's that kind of month. And yes, I'm speaking from experience. It's like, oh my God, if you read the message, I answered that and that and that. People don't like to read anymore. Can't be bothered. I don't know. Not my problem. Maybe that's how you should respond. You know what? If you're not going to read my emails, not my problem. Really doesn't take that long. But yeah, this could be any situation that you are feeling or not feeling like you can't get out of, or not seeing in March the way out of it. Like, I want to leave this job, but I can't for whatever reason, or I can't seem to see the way out. I don't know where I would go. There aren't any opportunities. I want to leave this relationship, but, I don't want to be alone, or who would I be with beside this person, or, this could also be the devil in someone that you're not seeing in March. So if there's anyone new on the scene, never the greatest idea to start a new relationship with Mercury retrograde. Anything started during a Mercury retro phase just doesn't have the staying power to last. That's why astrologers will, and people like me who do readings will often advise you during a Mercury retrograde, if you can avoid signing any sort of contract or making any deals or agreeing to anything with Mercury retrograde, it would be a good idea, because you'll be disappointed with the results. It won't launch. It'll fall through, or you'll have to go back to the drawing board and redo it anyway, or it just won't last. Point blank, just won't last. So, yeah, knowing that, if there's anybody new on the scene that you're perhaps really kind of attracted to, maybe particularly physically or sexually with the Devil card here, yeah, it's not gonna be the best month to like run off to Vegas or anything, or really put a lot of high expectations on this. Because I think there are a lot of things you don't know about this person, a lot of things that may be coming out later that you're like, oh, I don't think I can deal with that. And one of them may be an addiction issue. Maybe they're a drinker. Maybe they are, they have an addiction to drugs. Maybe they smoke and you hate that. It's something you're not seeing though. So I feel like whatever it is, they may be hiding it. Now, for some of you, you may be the one with an addiction that you are, like in March, you may be still at the point where you're in denial. I don't have a problem. The Devil's about denial too. And the Devil's in the details. Very Mercury retrograde thing to say, but yeah. So yeah, there's something you're not seeing about yourself. Pay attention to anything that, especially if you've had other people telling you have a problem, or I'm worried about you. Refusal to see something doesn't mean it's not there. Truth is truth. These days we hear, oh, truth is your perception. Well, a lot of people will see the same truth, so it's really more of like the, otherwise we wouldn't have anything called reality. So yeah, there's something about denial and I feel like that's your challenge, Libra. Either you're in denial about something going on with you, or you're in denial about something going on with someone around you. Others of you, this is just feeling like you're not seeing the way out of a situation in March, or at some point in March. And it's a temporary thing. It'll probably clear up after March. In the present energy, we've got the Ace of Swords. So the present for most of you, it's going to be the end of February into early March-ish, or whenever you're watching this video. This is the sword of truth cutting through the BS. It really is just kind of delivering point blank the message. So you could be delivering this message or receiving this message, and it has something to do with a big shift or change you are making. It has to do with, I'm quitting this job. I'm leaving this relationship. So I feel like this, for many of you, maybe this decision has been made, this change, you've made the decision, but for whatever reason, you're still feeling bound to the past, or maybe you're questioning, did I make the right decision? Was this the right thing to do? And you may not see it in March. So if you've already made the shift, or are making the shift at end of February, early March, March may be just that kind of confusing, crazy month of adjustment, right? Where you're starting the new job, or you're in the new relationship, or you're between relationships, and you're just like, oh, I wonder if I made the right decision. For some of you, I feel like you're going back and forth in true Libra fashion. Like here at the beginning of March, it's like, yes, I'm leaving. Yes, I'm moving. Yes, I'm moving out. You may even be telling people that, or someone that, and then you vacillate and and because you start doubting your decision, like, you know, should I stay with the devil I know? Am I really better off going to something that's totally, you know, I don't know anything about? Sometimes the devil we know is better than the unknown. Because you got weird, the blank rune here. So yeah, it's like, this could change my life for the really, really good or the really, really bad. But I think the thing is, Libra, you've got to consider, what have you got to lose? Some of you may have something to lose. I'm not saying that you don't have anything, but some of you may be like, you really don't have anything to lose. The only way from here is up. So it just depends on where you're at. And it's going to be different for all of you. But this is a new idea, a new way forward, and enlightenment. But it kind of comes... This is clarity. You have it at the beginning of the month, Libra. I kind of feel like what the challenge is that, you know, once you've made up your mind, or once this is here or on the table, or it's clear what you're supposed to do, or you've made the decision, stick with it. Don't go back to this doubt or denial or feeling of, you know, did I make the right decision? Don't question it. But this may be feelings of guilt over leaving someone or something behind, or like you're leaving someone in the lurch. But again, you're not seeing all the details in March. There's not going to be, you can't see the end of the journey here in March, no matter how hard you try. There is a little bit of, you got to just have blind faith and make that leap. The help that's going to be available, we've got the Elemental of Wands in reverse. This is what it looks like in the upright. This is the Page of Wands in other decks. Yeah, it's a, I don't know what kind of lizard that is. A kimono dragon, maybe? I don't know my lizards. They kind of creep me out. He's kind of cute. So yeah, here we could be talking about a fire sign person or somebody with that kind of energy. Aries, Sag, or Leo. Elementals or pages can be children or someone or adults behaving very immaturely, like a child. Even for a child, the Elemental of Wands in reverse is a very poorly behaved child. They may have, like they're just very hyper children. They always have to be, they can't sit still. They may have anxiety issues or ADD, or they always have to be doing something. But it is also kind of that childish energy that comes with that if it's an adult. Like, you know, it's all about me and what's best for me and how this is going to affect me. And, you know, whatever you're doing, how's that going to affect me? You know, it really is, it's their world. You just live in it, Libra. So, and the help that's coming up is for you to close the door on anyone who is treating you like this or behaving like this or not considering your time or your energy or keeping you kind of trapped or trying to make you feel less than. Or that trying to make you feel like their needs and their wants and desires are more important than yours. I don't care how good the sex is. If that's what's keeping you bound there. Your help is to leave people or end relationships with people that make you unhappy. That disappoint you again and again and again. Let you down. You don't feel like this person, not only do you not feel like this person cares about you, you feel like they constantly just let you down. They're never there for you. They don't have your back. They don't have your support. In fact, you feel like when you're not together, it's like out of sight, out of mind. They're not even thinking about you because they're so wrapped up in themselves and what they've got going on. So, yeah, the help coming up here is when you have that clarity, if it's regarding like, you know, closing the door on a situation like this. This could also be a boss who is like that, right? It doesn't have to be like a romantic thing. It could be a family member, friend, frenemy. Anybody who's treating you this way is not somebody you want to align yourself with or have in your life. So it's going to help you to end that and keep it ended. I was telling another sign that once the door is closed, you know, deadbolt it. Don't be letting them come back in, because these are the kind of people that once you give them an inch, they'll take a mile. They don't respect boundaries. They feel like they get a free pass to walk all over you and take advantage of you in whatever way that will benefit them the most. So who needs that? It's draining. What must be accepted about the month of March? We got the stars in reverse. Here's what it looks like in this deck in the upright. So yeah, there's this refusal to heal. You know, you keep letting yourself be taken advantage of by someone, Libra. So this can be the last straw, or, you know, this could be, or it could not. It could go on forever. Again, if you don't, some of you may like leave it and then come back. Like you leave, you go stay with a friend, and then you go back. Or, you know, you cut them off for a week or so, but then you answer a text message or whatever. No, Libra, no. This rune does not mean keep that door cracked. It means slam that closed. Deadbolt it. Put the wooden bar down like they did on castles. I was thinking of Harry Potter when they closed like the door to Hogwarts and all those magical locks. Just, that's what you need, Libra. Like all of those, there's thousands of them. They just close and they're all different types of locks. That's what you need, Libra. You need the Harry Potter Hogwarts lock. And this person's got to be on the other side of that door forever. And trust me, they're not going to stay there very long bothering you, because they'll be off trying to find somebody else to sponge off of or to drain their energy. But yeah, this rune is kind of like, if you keep allowing people like this to use you, they'll keep using you all day, all night, when it's convenient for them. And you know this. Your intuition is telling you, like, I've got to get out of this. But for whatever reason, you feel bound to this person. So this is either a very codependent relationship, or it's a living situation, whether it's romantic or not. Maybe it's your parents. Maybe it's your parents who treat you this way, or your kids, but you feel like you can't kick them out. Yeah, you can. If they're legal and they're behaving this way, yeah. Because again, it's like you've made the decision, but then guilt, or, you know, not knowing the unknown of what would happen. But the thing is, this is stunting your growth. It's stunting your ability to move forward. Whatever this is, it's hurting you very deeply. And as long as you stay in this energy, you're going to stay stuck, because the outcome is the Hanged Man. So this is not moving. We're stuck. We can't see the way out. For some of you, this is a work situation. If there is an opportunity, or some of you may be up for a promotion, or you think you're going to get the job, or like if this is if you're applying within the same company or looking to move up within the same company, like you may find out that you don't, you know, it may look good at the beginning of the month. That could be what this Ace of Swords was about, but then something comes through with the job, and it's either like you don't get it, or they give it to somebody that you're like, that person doesn't have near as many years as I do here, or that person doesn't have near the experience I do, or they don't have the advanced degree that I have. It's something where, or maybe it's like the boss's son or something that gets it. And because I feel this energy coming up around this too for some of you. So if something falls through job-wise or career-wise, whether it's in the same company or not. Or maybe it's like the money offer is just not good enough. Don't give up. It doesn't mean that you, like if you're really wanting to get out of the job that you're in because it's so bad and something falls through in March and you're feeling like, oh my God, I'm stuck. I'm never going to get out of this. Again, it's just a temporary energy, Libra. You wouldn't want to start a new thing, a new contract in March anyway, because like I said, it wouldn't have the staying power, or you may be jumping from the frying pan into the fire. One situation, that's a situation that's worse than what you're already dealing with. So, but others of you that like, you know, if you had the chance to get out, but you let someone back in, if it's a personal thing, they're a person to be avoided. They're never going to change. They're never going to have some epiphany or awakening. Bad people don't have those. I talk to people all day and all, you know, and I tell them the kind of energy coming up with the people they're asking me about. And it's like, no, this person is never going to get, I know you understand it. You're a spiritual person. You're trying to be a good person. This person doesn't care. They're not even interested in trying to do that. So, you know, we're trapped in our own experience, right? So we just assume, until we get old enough to understand, we assume everybody kind of thinks the same or sees the world in the same way or has the same manners or etiquette or respect for others. And it's just not true. And the older you get, the more you see it like, wow. And, you know, yeah, we're all snowflakes and we need all the different kinds, but I think there's some we can do without. And this is one that we could do without. I mean, I'm just saying. These types are here for our growth because they teach us lessons, and that's really all they're good for, because they're not going to contribute anything to the world. So yeah, good people will evolve more through bad people. I guess that's what they're for. And maybe that was our epiphany for March. But Libra, if you can end something in March, end the negativity that you're experiencing and end someone taking advantage of you, do so. And if you can't, I feel like it's going to come in April, especially if it's career or job, because again, that's external stuff. You can't, I mean, we got to have a roof and have money to feed ourselves, right? But yeah, if that's stalled in March for whatever reason, it's not coming through, it's just around the corner with DAG. So March may be a month where you're not seeing yet the results that you want, or you're not feeling able to leap. But as soon as you do feel able to leap, and if you leap at the beginning of March, stick to it. Because especially if it's cutting out a negative, toxic person from your life, do not answer their texts. Do not answer the door if they come over. If you have the chance to move or leave or kick them out, do it, and do not feel guilty about it. Do not feel guilty about kicking the devil out your house. There's no reason for you to feel that way. So Libra, it looks like a pretty kind of challenging month, but meet me over on Vimeo. I'm going to pull a card from the fairy ring here. I'm going to see what further wisdom and guidance we can get for this. I'm sure they'll have more for us over there. They're really summing it up, but also giving us additional scenarios, a lot of additional messages. So meet me over there. That link again is below. Thanks for stopping by, and I'll see you back here next month.